I pulled open my drawer of cards, and immediately Spirit was like, Tarot of Mystical Moments. So here we are. That's our deck today. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Are you ready for the message of the day? You know what I'm finding? How these energies play out, they just kind of show up. Sometimes they're not personal to me or to us. That's what I'm letting you know, is that sometimes these messages that show up, they might just touch us on the periphery and might not be like directly about us. So we might actually witness this energy in somebody else's life, or I've been finding that sometimes I'll see it on YouTube. Like if I follow a vlogger or something like that, they'll be going through an energy that's exactly like the message that that's being talked about. So I find that interesting. That it's just an energy that shows up in the day. So be aware of that. And then also be aware of how it, because anything that shows up in your day, it only shows up through the law of attraction, right? So you're vibrating, you're emanating something out there that attracts you even to witnessing and observing other people's lives, right? So it is still related to you in that way, but then sometimes that energy is just like one step removed, and it's not personally about you, but it's about something that you're watching. But you got to ask yourself, why am I watching this? Like, why am I attracting this energy, even if it's on the periphery, right? So, all right. And then if it's an energy that you want to create in your life, then it's like, say you're wanting to create more abundance in your life, and somebody wins the lottery. Like, you don't win it yourself, but somebody gets really lucky and wins a game or something, right? And they receive some money. That means that the abundance, it's a sign. It's a sign that abundance is getting closer to you, and it's happening to other people around you. That means it's getting closer to you. And then take a look at your reaction to how it feels when something comes close. It doesn't happen directly to you, but it happens to somebody close to you. How do you feel about that? If you feel jealous, that means you still have some ways before that abundance can actually touch you personally, right? If you're feeling excited for the person, then it's closer. You're opening the doors to that abundance coming even closer to you, okay? So those are clues that you can get. Wow, Spirit is giving all these messages before even the cards come out. All right, message of the day. What is message of the day? Okay. Are you ready? Message of the day. Six of Wands. Speaking of success and wealth, Six of Wands talks exactly about that. And this particular Six of Wands also talks about joy, because the hummingbird is my little personal symbol of joy, right? Manifested. And this reminds me of one time I was sitting in my bedroom, and I have a window that looks out into the street. And I live on the second floor. My bedroom's on the second floor. I'm doing something in my bedroom, and I just happen to glance up at my window. And at that very same moment that I glance up, a hummingbird zipped up right to my window on the second floor. And then it zipped away. Like, my spirit told me to look up. I mean, I didn't hear the words, but like, it's kind of like an immediate thing where you just kind of feel inspired to look up, and you just kind of do it. I looked up and I saw that hummingbird and I was like, we don't get that many I mean, sometimes we'll get like an occasional hummingbird when I'm walking around the neighborhood, but it's like this hummingbird flew up to my window to say hi to me and then it went away. And you know how fast hummingbirds are. So this reminds me of that. This is like this success recognition, this in the traditional tarot, the image, it's about a parade, right? Like you're the star of the parade and there's like people around you cheering you on for this thing that you have achieved, right? So this talks about like people recognizing the star that you are, recognizing your achievement and your success. And there's so much celebration, so much joy in this energy. And with that hummingbird imagery and that story that I just told about like being the exact right moment, you know, to meet your success, the exact right moment when it's like divine timing, the universe bringing you to that right place at the right time. And there's like a certain surprise, suddenness about it, right? And I just see it like with how the flowers dangling down and the hummingbird is feeding from it, that it just continues on. It just continues on and on and on and on. So this energy is so amazing. It's so good. It's like continuing happiness, continual happiness, and feeding yourself, you know, feeding yourself. How do you continue that happiness? How do you continue to feed your own happiness, right? And to feed into your own success, because the true success in life is actually joy, right? Because everything that you're pursuing in life is ultimately because you think it will make you feel better to achieve this thing. And so this is talking about that, like the ultimate underlying goal of everything is joy, is happiness. So how do you continually feed that joy, feed that happiness? And you have total control over it. This girl that's riding the hummingbird, she's the one that's holding the flower, right? You get to direct the direction that it goes in. You get to direct everything. This is so good. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. Let me bring this closer so you can see this image, because like this is so good. It's so cute. There's this kind of serene expression on the girl's face. This is not like somebody who's, you know, tearing her hair out, trying so hard. This is like a relaxed, serene, I know it's here. I know I deserve it. I know it's coming. I know there's like a knowingness to it. Like she's almost even like part of that bird, right? And there's also like a connection with the sky behind her, where when you're in this state of joy, when you're in the state of knowing your true success, that there's an alignment with your spirit. There's an alignment with source energy where the communication is so strong, where things just flow through you. Remember what I was saying about how I just knew to look up, like spirit was calling my attention to the hummingbird that was there, but it wasn't like they were saying words in my ear. It just like I just looked up, like I just somehow internally I just knew, and I just looked up and then there it was, right? So it's kind of like that kind of communication where spirit is you, spirit and you are one, moving through your body, right? And that connection is so strong when you're in this energy of the Six of Wands, that your spirit and you are one and experiencing this life experience together in joy, in eternal happiness. That is so cool. All right, you guys, have a good one. Watch out for this energy today. If you happen to see like some kind of parade somewhere, that's that same energy. If you happen to come across a hummingbird, that is the same energy, right? And yeah, pay attention to how you feed and nourish and continue your happiness within yourself, within your life. Bye.